How's it going, folks? Thanks for joining me for this week's video. And this week's video is shot on board my Togzilla, who has not seen a whole lot of action this year. And as fate would have it, through a series of events, I have ended up in a new port of Branford, Connecticut. And I have never fished out of Branford before, and I'm totally unfamiliar with the new grounds. But the great thing about Branford is, and as you see, I started up the video here, and on the starboard side of the boat, to the left of your screen, right in the middle of the cockpit next to the blue cooler with the gray top, and sandwiched in between that orange basket right there, I have a tote filled with water, and the first keeper of the day is already in there on the that's the new on deck live well. So anyway, yes, Branford, totally new and different to me. Yes, it is the Long Island Sound, and I've certainly fished in the Long Island Sound. I've fished far to the west in the Long Island Sound, and I have fished mid-sound a number of times, and I have fished definitely quite a lot to the east the last few years. But this area is all new to me. So the great thing about it is, one excellent physical attribute is that it has a lot of very rocky shoreline and lots of big giant boulders sticking up out of the water, and almost in every direction that you look along the shore of Connecticut. So when you see structure like that, it's very hard to ignore it. And I cruised up to a particular protruding boulder, and we spotted a pair of bald eagles sitting on top, to our surprise, and it was really nice to see. And we said, okay, let's throw down the hook and give this a shot. The other thing is that a couple weeks before, when I was fishing tournaments with Al Zuppi, we broke off an anchor. So I'm short an anchor, and I did not have a second anchor to put out a nice double hook spread the way I like to do. I couldn't double anchor on a piece. And I don't have a $5,000 anchor in the form of a spot lock yet. So here we are. We had a north wind, and it was the end of the incoming tide, so it was kind of wind against tide. But it was comfortable, although it was cold. And the big problem is, sitting on one anchor, you swing around on one hook. So in this segment, that's what you see me doing here, believe it or not. We are swinging quite a bit. We swung from about 8 feet of depth on out to 21 feet of depth, and we were working up the life. We had almost an instant response. I think the first fish in the boat was a keeper, and we keep going from here. We really had pretty constant life, and many keepers all day long. We're coming up on number 6 already. That'll be our limit. And yeah, it was just pretty much catch and release from there. It took under an hour for us to limit out, and we pretty much caught them all day. It was a lot of fun. And we'll end the day with a little bit of a mixed bag bycatch. And also, this trip was purely jigging, Asylum jigs, not doing anything different, not doing anything fancy, all light tackle with the spinning gear, all shallow water presentation, and working like a charm. I think that is the limit right there.